Hey, I'm Brent Ehrler with Sunline, and I have played around with a lot of different knots for connecting the braided line to a fluorocarbon leader. Now this is FC Sniper 8-pound. This is the #1 leader material that I use for doing any kind of braid to fluorocarbon. I always do it on a spinning application, so I'm doing 12-pound braided line. I'm doing TX braid to the FC Sniper 8-pound. The knot that I tie right now is called the RP knot, which stands for Royal Polaris. And to me, it's a real thin knot. It's a very easy knot to tie. The first thing I do is I take my leader material, my 8-pound Sniper. I'm gonna fold it over to create a loop. I'm gonna take my TX braid and put the braided line through the loop in the fluorocarbon. Now, you have to know which way you put it through the loop. So what I do is I take my finger and I run it the same direction. I put my main line through this way. I'm gonna take my finger and I'm gonna put it through here, but it helps me hold that loop as well. So now I'm gonna take the braided line, I'm gonna wrap it 9 times down. And for interest of time, I'm not gonna just do the full 9, I'm just gonna wrap it a couple times. Now, pinch the line that you just wrapped down, wrap it 9 times back. So 9 down, 9 back toward the start of that loop. Now, I have my finger through that loop, so I know that when I started that knot, I came in this way. So now, when I take the tag in, I want to go the opposite direction through that loop. So when I pull this, I know that there's my original loop. My line went through this way. My braided line went through this way. I wrapped 9 times down, 9 times back, and when I came back, I go this way because I know I went that way originally. Grab all lines, the main line braided line, the tag end braided line, main line fluorocarbon, and the tag end fluorocarbon, and pull everything at the same time. So now I have my 2 tag ends sticking off of both the braid and the leader. I'm gonna cut off about 1/16 of an inch of that tag end, or leave 1/16 of an inch of that tag end. So here's my braided line, cut off about 1/16 of an inch. Go to my Sniper, cut off 1/16 of an inch right there. And there is my RP knot. It's a very thin knot, allows me to cast and to go through the guides of my rod and not hang up.
Hi, I'm Aaron Martens, and I'm going to show you a very difficult knot, and I learned this off the internet myself. And I have had Jeff Creech show me this knot, a different way of tying it. It's called a FG, and it's connecting your braid to a fluoro leader in the best way. So I'm going to take this, put it in my teeth. This is an 18-pound shooter, one of my favorites. And we're going to tie this line to this, braid this line to the braid. So we're going to take the fluoro and braid it on the braid instead of the braid on the fluoro. So you go over, see that? I take it and go over, and then come back towards you over. So we're doing a braid. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now I do it 8 times because it's easy, 8, 8, 8. I know where I'm at. A lot of guys say that they do 5s, but the most important thing about this connection is getting it tight and consistent. Very, very important. So I'm gonna take it, now I got 8. I'm gonna pull these tag line and main line really tight. Like so. All right. 10, 11, 12, 13, yeah, 14, 15. I'm gonna do 16, 8 and 8. On the heavier stuff, you really gotta make sure you get that knot really tight, get that braid really tight. The lighter stuff's actually kind of easier, so now we're at 16, 17, 18, 19, 21. I mean, 21 or 22 times is way plenty for heavy line. A lot of guys go to 24. I've had no problem with going like 22. Again, I'm gonna pull it really tight. This is one of the harder steps because you're holding everything together. Your knot's kind of held together, it's braided. I can let go of it, but I tend to hold it together. So what I have now, I got the main line braid going up, and I have the fluoro that I've braided around the braid with the braid. Now you're gonna take this tag-end piece that was in your mouth or holding somehow, and you're gonna do 2 double overhands. So I'm gonna go over, see that's 1 overhand, and then I'm gonna go 2. And when the wind's blowing, it's hard to show this knot off. It's easier just to tie it, but I'm gonna pull that overhand down onto the braid and the fluoro, keeping the braid and fluoro the main line together. Double overhand, just not real tight. I just kind of pull. I do it pretty tight, but I don't do that part real tight. I'm gonna do 1 more double overhand, keeping that fluoro taut. Slide it down onto your knot connection. It's a hard one to show, I'll tell you. So now, once I get that, the 2 double overhands, I cut this fluorocarbon off. You're gonna cut it off really short as you can without touching that braid. If you touch that braid, you can ruin your knot. So you wanna get really close, closer the better, snip it off. You don't want, that's gonna hold. If you do the connection right, it's not gonna slip. So now what I'm gonna do is do 2 more overhands, doubles. Slide it down, cinch it, 1 more. And that is FG. It takes a little while getting used to. Once you get used to it, it's not too bad. But for tying fluorocarbon to braid, right now I don't know of any connection that's better for fluoro to braided lines. That will last forever.